It is great to be joined by our Senior Counsel for Global Affairs, former Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, on this issue of China that we've been talking about, with a new report out from a separate organization, New Lines Institute for Strategy and Policy, saying what is happening to the Uyghurs in China is genocide. It breaches the 1948 Genocide Convention. Secretary Pompeo took the lead, really. And did you feel like Secretary Pompeo, when you came out initially and made that statement that you've concluded that China was committing genocide under the UN conventions of this specific to the Uyghurs and other minority populations? What was Washington like when you made that kind of declaration?
Well, Jordan, we worked on this for an awfully long time. We'd been looking at this set of issues for months and months and months. There was lots of debate inside the State Department about whether the legal prerequisites had been met. And in the end, I concluded, that the legal prerequisites had been met in spite of the State Department's lawyers thinking otherwise. But most importantly, we know genocide. The world knows what happened in the 1930s in Germany. The world knows when there is a nation state acting in a way that the Chinese Communist Party is acting today. We know what this means for a set of peoples. We know their intentions. You've seen the kinds of activities that are taking place, ranging from forced abortions and sterilizations to internment of peoples. This is a quintessential case of genocide requiring the world's attention, focus, and a response that is commensurate with the threat that the Chinese Communist Party poses to these people.
And yet right now, as you noted in Twitter and you've commented about, we're not long away for China hosting yet again another Olympic Games. This would be the Winter Olympic Games in 2022. And if they can get away with what you and the State Department deem to be genocide, I mean, there's specific definitions of this, and your attorney's going through it. It's a major declaration to make. And other organizations now, nonpartisan, nonprofit organizations, are coming to the same conclusion. In fact, a lot of Muslim organizations coming to the same conclusion. But if they were rewarded by the world with that kind of opportunity to yet again host an Olympic Games, face no consequences from this, I mean, it kind of like China Unleashed. And when you have China Unleashed, that makes me nervous about not just the broader implications of what it means to the United States as well. And is the world just going to sit by and go to those Olympic Games and act like everything is fine?
Jordan, that can't be the case. Your point when you began was this isn't partisan. This isn't political. This is deeply moral. This is about the fundamental nature of humanity and the work that's taking place there by the Chinese Communist Party there to deny the humanness of these people cannot be rewarded by the International Olympic Committee. I know it's close. They think it's close in. It's very difficult to move. I appreciate that difficulty. The whole world wants to see the Olympic Games celebrated, but they can't be celebrated in a country that is conducting exactly this kind of activity. What businessman would want to go there? What individual would want to travel and support the Chinese Communist Party, be part of a games that was being lorded over by Xi Jinping, and who would benefit from having this prestigious event held in this country, all the while he's trying to destroy an entire class of people? No, the International Olympic Committee has a moral obligation to get this right. It has a moral obligation to find an alternative solution. And when it does, the world will reward them for having done so, having done the morally right thing.